it going? Oh, hello, friends. I'm back once again. Clementine and I are on another little walk through the neighborhood. We go on like 50 walks a day. I just wanted to come and talk about some things that were better this time around. Number one, the most important thing that we have that we did not have last time was air conditioning, and that changes the whole game. It's the difference between Clementine being very frazzled and being pretty okay. Before, it was loud, it was hot, it was windy, she was always moving around. The noise was unbearable for her, and now that I can have all the windows up, the sunroof closed, and the air on, she's just a lot happier. So that's the most exciting thing. Oh, there's people coming. I'll be back. One thing about Southern California in general, Long Beach especially, it's very crowded. There are always people everywhere, on the streets, on the beach, in the cars. There's always somebody parked next to me. There was somebody parked next to me last night sleeping in their car. That is just Southern California. But what was I going to say? Another thing is my hair is so fuzzy in this humidity. Even the slightest bit of humidity, this is it. This is all. It's like I can't get it to, I have to just wear it curly. And I just think curly hair is dumb. Not on other people. Or if like a pile of really cute curls was sitting on a table, I would think it was cool, like as a textile. Anywho, so that's always worse in California. I don't know, even if I lived in a house in California, I stayed in California for a few months, and my hair was just puffy every single day. I had to wear it in braids every single day. So that sucks. And even with keratin, I got keratin when I lived in my car. I know it sounds crazy, but I did. And it only lasted for like a day or two. And then it just went back to be puffy. I blamed it at the time on me living in the car, but it really is just this weather. And the most frustrating thing is that I cannot keep anything clean. I'm going to show you a picture of what the back of the car looks like. And that's just with a few groceries that I bought and like trying to find Clementine's leash. That's a mess. And you know what the crazy thing is? When I found it very difficult to keep the last Airbnb clean just because of how small it was. I had no place to put all the stuff. So everything's like sitting out. When there's no place to put stuff away, it's just very frustrating. And in a car, the space is so small. That's the thing that kills me the most. And every time I have to look for something, I have to go through a pile of things. It is maddening. It's the worst. Well, there's a lot of things that are the worst, but that is one of the absolute worst because your brain can never really can never really make sense of anything because everything is always so frazzled. So that's the good and the bad so far. Hopefully we'll be done soon because this is really irritating. I gotta still figure out like how to get to my grandmother and everything, but I haven't had any energy yet, but it's just day 2, I think. I don't remember. Anyway, I'll be back. Oh, and another thing I wanted to say, and Clementine and I both have a lot more energy. At the gym, I can lift like 10, 15 pounds more, do like twice as many reps. It's really funny. And Clementine and I, we walk and walk and walk. This is, I think, our 3rd walk of the day, and it's probably about like 5:30, 6 o'clock. And that's just the energy. I wonder if we were in a house, would she still want to walk as much? Probably, just because of the weather. If the weather permits, she loves it. And so do I, honestly. I don't know which one of us actually would stop first. To be honest. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention is that, like, I really did enjoy, obviously, I enjoy living inside of a house, but there's something freeing about not having to worry about whether or not I have to vacate the place at the end of the month. I don't mind figuring out how to pay the rent. That's like a more common theme, but like having to literally leave the building every single month and not know whether or not it's going to be available, if you can afford it, if you're going to have to move, that was very, very stressful. And I prefer just to be in something that is, what's the word? Something that is consistent. Do you know what I mean? Because human beings crave consistency. I mentioned that in another video. I would rather have it be like a step down and consistent so that I can just get my routine than something where I have to move every few months, and especially the part where you don't know if the house is going to be there. Because like I didn't know what my money was going to look like or what my life was going to look like, so I didn't want to get it too early. I mentioned all that before. So there's a little bit of a relief from that kind of stress, even though the stress that comes from moving constantly is bad. And that's another thing. The thing that Clementine doesn't like is constantly going. Because even if we stay in the library for like 4 hours, it's still a lot of moving in the day because I have to get up, I have to go find food, we have to go walk, I have to go to the gym, blah, blah, blah. But you know, the greatest thing was when I came back from the gym this morning, Clementine was knocked out, like her mouth was open, her tongue was almost hanging. She was so passed out. So it's not like she was worried about me in the gym because I took a long time in there because it took me forever because I had no idea what I was doing. You know what I mean? Like in a public bathroom again. It was really weird. But yeah, I don't like the stress of something looming over my head. That's why I don't like bills. That's why, I mean, I could have had a lot more money still with me, but I spent the biggest chunk of it on that car. Number one, because I wanted to have the nicest car that I could find because of what I went through with my other car. And number two, because I didn't want to, last time I got a huge chunk of money when I was living in my car, and I had to live off of it, like pinching for 2.5 years about. And so I wanted to do something different with this money. I wanted to get a big purchase and see what that money provided me this time. So that's why I did that. And I'm actually happy that I did, especially because I've done the other thing before where I took a big chunk of money and pinched off it for a long time. Just whatever, however you spend money. But it was more fulfilling, I'm not going to lie, to make a big purchase and see it. Because I spent about the same amount of money on that big purchase as I pinched off of for a couple of years. So and I didn't know, that's why I ended up in the book trying to buy those 2 cars, because I felt like I'd done absolutely not enough with all of that money. But in the end, I ended up doing exactly what I was supposed to do with all of it, because everything happens for a reason. So yes. Oh, another thing I'm going to do is take some pictures of, look at this tree, of all of the beautiful foliage around the area and make a little montage for this clip as well. Okay. Hello friends, how are you? I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you live from the beach once again on day 2 after sleeping in the car, and today is considerably worse. Not because it's of anything other than, I don't know how to say it. It's the thing that makes this day way worse. Actually, there is more than one thing. Number one, I ate food that I shouldn't eat, but I do that sometimes just to see what food does to people. But the other thing is the weather. It is so hot. It is not like when we got here before. It was like nice and cool in the morning. And Clementine, look at Clementine. Can you see her? Oh, you can't. She never appears. Clementine refuses to appear on camera. She does not like it. Do you see when I try to put this dog on camera? She always comes. Oh my gosh, she always reflects the light. She refuses. It's so funny. Anyway, she's exhausted. And it's just the weather. She looks like we were in Las Vegas, and it's only maybe like 5 degrees more. But I'm exhausted, and I shouldn't have eaten. Oh, I needed to eat this stuff, but I shouldn't have eaten. It was like these little organic, like little bunnies for kids that are supposed to be like graham crackers. Don't do it. It doesn't matter that it's organic. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the weather is the determining factor, and today the weather is warm. It's like 72, but it's too warm. It's too warm. But we're on our way out for a walk anyway because it's not so warm inside the car. But that's it. And I could go on and on about the weather, but we really have to go walk before it gets too hot. Hello, friends. I'm coming at you live from morning, I think 3. And today is much better than yesterday because it is an overcast day, so it's actually chilly outside. And that makes all the difference. I have a ton of energy, and A zest for life that just is not present when the sun is beating down on me. Even, you know, under normal circumstances, I don't want to leave the house when it's sunny and hot. I know some people do love the sun, and some people actually love the heat. That is absolutely crazy to me. Even though I was born in it, I was born in the fall at night, and so I lived for almost a full year before I even experienced heat, even as an infant. And I don't like it. I've never gotten used to it. And this day is overcast. Maybe you can see out there. It's kind of like gray, and that is just beautiful. And the best thing about this place is that it'll stay like this for a while, and then the sun does come out, which is also good. I just don't want it beating down on me. Do you know what I mean? And that's all I really care about. Like, these videos would be boring because I literally, that's all I think about all day is, and now I have to think about food because I really just I can't sit here in this car and cook and all that stuff, and it's too hot. But my main thing is the weather. And I feel like anybody who lives outside, your main thing is the weather. Even animals, they are trying to get out of the elements, even if you watch like National Geographic. So that's all that matters. And I said this in a video yesterday. I feel irritating. So I'll just say that now. I'm over this boring ass like game where it's about holding shelter over somebody's head, because that's all anybody is working for anyway. It's all about not being able to have shelter, and then food, which are things that are basic necessities, really. And then the people who have it, like the shelter can be next to a 5G tower or next to a bunch of power lines, or it can be built on a faulty foundation, and the food is sprayed with pesticides. So it's like, I'm over it. The whole thing is just so petty. It's just very boring for everything to be about suffering and blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm over it. And that's all I have to say, I guess. Other than that, the weather is really, really nice today. And that's a crazy thing about California. If you are in tune with the weather, it's kind of stays the same, but it changes throughout the day, which is very interesting. But I love the reprieve from the sun at night, because no matter how hot it gets, you can pretty much guarantee that as soon as the sun disappears in California, in Southern California at least, or in this area, it's going to cool down. And like, within an hour of the sun leaving the atmosphere, it is chilly. It's so cool. I love that. Las Vegas is a valley, so it is not like that. It is hot, and the air gets stuck and trapped, and it's horrible. And I don't see how people live there. I can't, like, I just stare at the people just walking around in 117, just like it's nothing. I just don't understand that. It's crazy. So anyway, there's my weather update for today. Hello. I'm coming at you live from a walk once again. This one is in a really pretty neighborhood. The weather out here is so beautiful. I wouldn't want to go inside. Like, I don't necessarily want to go inside. Even though I don't have a place to go inside at night, it still doesn't deter me from wanting to get up and get out into this weather when it's nice like this. And I would do it every single day, like all day, every single day. But as soon as it gets a little bit too hot, and for me, a little bit too hot would be anything in the mid to high 70s, I don't want to do it anymore. And then I do want to go inside, and then I want to stay inside. So it's really interesting. But I love, like, this weather makes me want to go. Like, I'm a cold weather beach person too. Like, I would go to the beach when it's chilly. Like, I like to wear a scarf at the beach, and then I really go, and I have so much fun. It's very interesting. It's all about the weather. For me, it's about the weather. Even when I have a house, it's about the weather. And for some people, it's about the house, I guess. Some people, it's about money. But for me, it's about nature. And I love it. I really, really do. And I am grateful to have had the opportunity to live out in nature the way that I have, because it is really stunning. And I would have never done this on my own unless I was forced out into the world like this. I never, ever would have done it. I wasn't even the kind of person who would go camping, really, because, like, there's bugs and stuff out there. And I didn't like bugs. If you read the book, you'll see I was completely different. Before, I didn't even go outside at all. Like, I was completely sedentary. I usually just slept all day for a lot of years. When I really ate way too much dairy, I was really messed up, because it made me like a cow, I guess. Like, I just, like, anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to say that. But at some point, we will want to go inside, and then I want to go inside in private. I don't want to go inside in the library. I don't want to go inside in the dorm, or whatever that's called, I don't want to go inside in a big room like the Boys and Girls Club. I don't want that. I don't want that for the boys and girls. I don't want that for the men and women. So we're going to fix it. Yeah. Okay.